Welcome to
Nay.
Do it.
Channel Everyone. This is episode 2026-0413. Okay, so today we are diving into a new research paper, and it's about how we actually test AI customer service agents. JJ, you've worked on these models. Is the current way we test them a bit broken?
In many ways, yes, the traditional benchmarks are quite static. They often present a single question and check for a single correct answer. But real customer service is a dynamic conversation. Users can be unpredictable. They change their minds, get frustrated, and the agent must follow very specific company rules, called SOPs. Current tests don't really capture that complexity.
Exactly. It's like testing a driver only on a straight, empty road. It tells you nothing about how they handle a busy intersection or a sudden detour. The paper we're discussing introduces a new benchmark called SAGE. It tries to build that whole busy city map for AI agents to navigate.
SAGE, Service Agent Graph Guided Evaluation. I love a good acronym, so it uses a graph, like a flowchart.
Precisely. It takes those unstructured, text-heavy standard operating procedures and formalizes them into what they call a dynamic dialogue graph. Every possible user statement, every valid agent response, and all the logical paths between them become nodes and connections on this map. This allows for very precise testing.
The key innovation is the dual-axis evaluation. One axis checks for logical compliance. Did the AI follow the correct steps on the graph? The other axis measures coverage. Did the test explore all the important conversation paths? This is much closer to a real stress test.
And how do you even create the tests for this? Writing thousands of tricky customer scenarios sounds expensive.
That's another clever part. They created an adversarial intent taxonomy, a fancy term for a categorized list of ways a user can be difficult, like being vague, contradictory, or overly emotional. Then they have a system that uses this taxonomy to automatically generate challenging dialogue data. It's a low-cost way to scale testing across different industries.
The evaluation itself is automated too. You have AI agents playing the roles: a user agent, a service agent. Then other AI judge agents and a rule engine analyze the conversation. They compare it against the dialogue graph to produce a score. It's deterministic, not subjective.
So what did they find when they ran this? Any big surprises?
One major finding was what they call the execution gap. They tested 27 different LLMs. Many models could correctly identify the user's intent, the what, but they then failed to derive the correct subsequent action, the how. Knowing a customer is angry is not the same as knowing the exact policy step to resolve it.
The other fascinating phenomenon was empathy resilience. Even when the AI's logic was completely failing under high pressure from the adversarial user, it maintained a polite, empathetic conversational facade. It was saying sorry for the inconvenience, while fundamentally getting the solution wrong.
Wow, so it's failing gracefully, but still failing. That's a crucial insight for deployment. You wouldn't want a system that's politely leading customers off a cliff.
Indeed, this benchmark helps expose those subtle failures. It moves beyond just was the final answer correct to did the AI navigate the entire process correctly.
And that's what matters in the real world. Compliance, safety, and reliability are built on process. SAGE gives us a tool to measure that for AI agents.
This is fantastic. It feels like we're finally building the proper driving test for AI customer service agents. Thank you both for breaking this down.
Thank you, Isabel.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.